return coming. He'll call for the Bearcat. The Bearcats offense will get the first crack at it here. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that. First down for this offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Bearcats want to crank the tempo. Unloads quickly. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They'll run play action. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Bryant. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not the start this offense wanted.
The offense set for a first down play. They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. They'll give it to the back. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Kennesaw State has a chance now on 1st and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. And he waltzes in for the score. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. The Bearcats moving quickly to the line. The give from the gun. Sweet cut there. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Running back searching for a hole. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. To the air, it's Bryant. Got his man downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Bearcats will have it 1st and 10.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out. Working on his quick.
Fires the pass. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to fire deep. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? Kennesaw State right back to work. They'll run it from the gun. Nice move to keep running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Handoff to the single running back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The give to the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kennesaw State.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their 1st game, and you've seen it here in this one, too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Makes a connection.
They're up by 7 over UConn. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air, it's Bryant. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
On On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down. The Bearcats will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Looking to go up top on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Leon. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. Now the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field, get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something, and you're right. You'll wear your defense out, continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense, you're wearing your defense out. You'll have no shot to get back in this game.
Looking to throw, it's Bryant. Complete to the right. Boy, are they loving that huge play. He's got it down to the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Turning to the running game on first and goal. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Bobby.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Gets it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Let's see what he can do with it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the Cincinnati offense back on the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Got his man on the right. Off he goes. Giving him his pass. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Lining up to add another. Splits those uprights right in half. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a big play. 68 yards on the touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Swings it out to his running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Kennesaw State right back to work. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Finds a spot in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
No huddle offense to the line.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Kennesaw State coming out with another 1st down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Leaves it with the back. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Kennesaw State has a chance now on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Sticks it in his belly. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They'll run it from the gun. 20 after a pickup of 4. The Bearcats headed quickly to the line. From the gun, the ground game. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Up-tempo for the offense.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his play.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Bryant. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. He's going to pass. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Auburn is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over the Astronauts. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. He's looking to throw it. Firing to the right, complete.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Bryant. Finds his man.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Shoots it to the left. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. Keeps it going. Throwing right. Got it. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Kennesaw State has a chance now on first and goal. They'll run it. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the... And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Kennesaw. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Fifth Third Bank Stadium.
And the Bearcats will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week.
He's got it down the right side. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Owls! And the route is on.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back looking for help. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. After picking up this first down on the ground, let's see what they do. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Going to the running game. Turns it on at midfield. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got it. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. The play action fake. Using the quick game. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires deep on the run. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
They'll go to the ground. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Need. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The inside handoff. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's moving out of the pocket. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll try the right side. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner will be knocked down. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
2nd down coming up. Off the play fake. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes a catch on the right side. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The give to the tailback. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? They'll try to get it through the air. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls! And the punishment has been extended.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Louisiana is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up 14 over Akron. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to throw, it's Bryant. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Going up top on 1st down. Can't connect on his first throw. 4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. It's complete. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
And I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
Makes a catch past the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it and still on his feet. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
It's just part of playing the position, and that's an interception this young man's going to learn from. That's the first interception he's thrown in his college football career, and guess what? It's probably not going to be his last. You got to turn the page and learn from it.
Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Give to the running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Kennesaw State hopes to be wise here in the red zone. To the ground with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Kennesaw State has a chance now on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. And the beatdown has ensued.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. The Bearcats will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and take it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here's the handoff. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been good for this team if this one had gotten rained out because they lost badly.
Yeah, not a lot to be too proud about in this one here. Good news is you get to go back to the drawing board. You get to go back, you get to have another week of practice with some coaching staff, try and find ways to get players in position to go out and make plays. Gonna need a big locker room speech after this one, David.
Yeah, and you're going to watch this tape, and it's going to hurt because you're going to watch it with coaches. You're going to see the mess-ups and all the things you could have done better, but you got to learn from it. You got to get better. You got to grow, and that's how that works.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.